Good day, everybody, and welcome to our channel. We want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have been following us, and because thanks to you, our channel has been growing. We have been able to go more than 1,000 subscribers, and it is all thanks to your work. We're not doing this work all alone. We're doing this work because you are there and you have been supporting us all this while. On Africa on the Move channel, we talk about issues that have to do with Africa because our interest is Africa, and Africa alone is our target. On today's channel, on today's video, we're going to talk about the Mercy Chinwo saga. A lot has been said about it. A lot has come out. Many people have come out to give their opinion, and we even did a video about that on our channel. A video we had to put down because we noticed that there were a lot of information that weren't true, and as a channel that we want to go on integrity, we had to bring down the video. And for those who watched the video, we sincerely say we are sorry, and we do hope that you understand that we are also human beings, that we can make error. We are not here to take sides. We are here to make sure that we pinpoint some realities so that anything that happens in Africa can be a lesson to a lot of us. The saga between Mercy Chinwo and his former manager is not new in the music industry. It is something that happens all the time. It happens all the time between managers and their musicians. It started years ago. It has happened with Beatles. For those who know Beatles, Beatles is not a music group of our time. It happened with Fela, it happened with Bob Marley, and so on. But what I want to draw our attention is that in most cases, musicians who left their managers don't succeed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Mercy Chinwo is not going to succeed, but I'm just saying that in most cases, musicians who left their managers don't succeed. One thing or the other happened with them. Now, get this right. Same like footballers. You know, having a talent is one thing. Transforming that, monetizing that talent is another thing. Everybody has a talent, and there are a lot of people out there with wonderful talent, but they have not monetized that talent because there is no manager to monetize the talent for them. So the fact that you can sing so well doesn't mean you can be your manager. Sometimes you need that person that will be able to create an industry around you and make you succeed. You will be shocked that Cristiano Ronaldo, with all the talent he has, there are people that will tell him sit down, and he will sit down because that is how it goes. Same in the music industry. The fact that you can sing doesn't make you a star. You need somebody that is not only capable of investing in you, but also making you to respect the discipline and all that it takes for you to succeed as a talent. And in some cases, those people will mold the musicians, and at some point the musicians will feel now that they can fly on their own. Unfortunately, it is never the case. It's never the case because you can't handle yourself. That is how life is. In fact, I was talking to somebody the other day that God has made life in such a way we are interdependent. Whether you like it or not, nobody can function on its own, no matter who you are. If Jesus was dependent of human being, him being God, then who I am? And I'm just so shocked that this kind of a thing is happening in the Christian world. Dear people, when you listen to what she said, I'm sorry to say this, that is pride and stupidity. Listen, God does not operate alone. If you say nobody can make you, it takes God for you. No, my sister, no way. You can sing so well, but if that musician, if that manager doesn't manage you, if that manager doesn't take you where you are today, you will not be there. So saying that is a sin. It's a complete sin to God, to the God who say, love your neighbor and love God. And St. John tells us that how can you pretend to love God you don't see if you don't love? So it's tomorrow you will be the first person to say it, to refute God. Because if you can refute man today, then you can refute God. But that's not my concern here. My concern is to say Mercy should be very careful. A lot of musicians who have left their managers because of contractual issues. If you look at all of them, it's always contractual issues. Because at some point, they forget the investment that has been made on them. There are some musicians that will want that when they go for concert and maybe the concert was paid maybe 1 million naira, they should be given 500,000. There are some musicians. And sometimes they forget that there is a cost of that concert. And sometimes the manager, the organizers, the manager does not even get what he or she invested for the concert. But yet, they will look at the volume because a lot of them sometimes are very ignorant of music business. For example, the fact that somebody is paying a ticket for 1,000 naira, the musician will say, okay, if you sell a ticket for 1,000 naira, give me 500 naira. He forgets that it is in that 1,000 naira that you are paying musicians, you are paying communication, you are paying all those things. You have a sponsor deal, for example. She wants to get the lion's share. She forgets that even as though the musician, he wants to get the lion's share, he is not doing the lion investment. I know a lot of people are saying a lot of things, but come to think about it, in business, whoever does the lion investment receive the lion's share. You want to receive the lion's share. What investment did you put? All you came with was just your voice. This guy will do everything. And like I said, my concern here is to Mercy Chinwo to be very careful. And I will challenge whoever. Let's compare the time she left her manager and now and see her life. Let me bring you some cases in Nigeria where these guys fell badly. The most famous case which I want to bring is the musician we all know, Mehdi. Mehdi used to be with P-Square Records, with Square Records. We know how he came up to the extent we even saw him sing in the music with Akon, Chop My Money and all the rest. With some music. And then he started feeling that he has arrived. Contractual issues. No, I want these are contractual issues. No humility. And after he left Square Records, where is him today? Let's be very sincere. Where is him today? Another case which is very famous is the case of MC Hammer, the American musician. I'm putting his image here. MC Hammer, for those of us who were born before the 80s, we know who MC Hammer was. He was at his peak. And then he left his manager. And there are some of you who don't even know who MC Hammer is today. Where is he today? Another case which I want to talk about is Tony Braxton. You guys know Tony Braxton for what he used to be. When he was at his peak, she thought she has arrived. And then, bam, she has contractual issues. The issue is that when these musicians started, they are very humble. The managers will give them houses, buy them cars, make sure they are capable, pay transport for them to go for everywhere. And then when they reach, and that is always where the devil comes. Toni Braxton was at the top of the world and she thought she could do alone. She fell big. Another case, there are many cases. I'm just trying to pick some of the cases that. Another case was DMX. If you know the famous American rapper DMX, at the time he too was at the top, decided to part way with the manager. What was the problem? Contractual issues. And money is always the case, because these musicians, they always want to get the lion share without the lion investment. It's just like you are in a company. Some of you are shopping your mouth. Imagine you are in a company, you invested in that company, and we know that in certain companies they take about 10 years to get to maturity. And at the time that company is getting to maturity, I beg your pardon, they decide to take you out of that company. That's what Mercy Chinwo did. At the time this guy was supposed to enjoy his sweat, Mercy Chinwo decided to terminate the contract. And you people think that guy will be happy. Some of you, when you talk because it's not on you. You don't know what it takes. A manager is not just about money. It's about the confined situation. Let me tell you, if Mercy was having a good manager at this time, she would not have done what she's doing now. And you think her popularity will not drop? You say, no, God bless, God can. Let me tell you, it will. We are in an era today of social media where things go on. There is algorithms that control everything. All the negative things that have been written about Mercy, whether you like it or not, her career will drop. It's sad enough. There are a lot of musicians who have fallen, and so Mercy, be careful. Those singing for you today, those coming online to say things against that guy can still function. Some of you did not even know him, because managers will rarely fall. He will pick another rising star tomorrow and put him up. You don't see them. But a star is that person that is seen. And immediately you leave one record label. A lot of record label become skeptical. They become careful about you because they know you're going to do that same thing with them. Mercy, as I say, word to a wise is sufficient. Thank you guys for watching this discussion. If you are new on our channel, please do subscribe and like, and continue to grow our channel so that together we can keep building the family. We are doing what we are doing because you are there and because we know that you care and we also care. Thank you, and see you in our next video.